yeah, here is my shadow, but we are not going to take shadow today because this rear tire is gone. I need to get a new one. So with this I've almost ridden 14,200 kilometers, and those are the stock tires which came from the showroom. I did not change any set of tires. It was the first tire which came in, and I've completed almost 14,200 kilometers, and now the rear tire has started leaking air. Let's see, I'm planning to get the same Vredestein Century, but today we will be taking our Interceptor. So hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel Derek's View. We are on our Interceptor today. I thought of making a small review of the Interceptor 2025 Interceptor. So I did not clean the bike. As you guys can see, the tank is fully dirty. Hopefully the camera can't see that, but it's fully rough and watermarks here and there because in Bengaluru it started raining, and Bengaluru's weather is unpredictable. See, it is all cloudy today, and you'll never know when it starts raining or when it starts sunny and bright. So let's talk about the Interceptor 2025 today, and I'll share few differences compared to my GT 2023 GT. We'll talk about that in this complete video. We'll go to the main road and then talk about everything. So this right here is completely bone stock, and I've done comfort mods which are pillion footrest extender and a backrest from Legendary Customs. Other than that, there is zero performance mods done on this bike yet because it's just a 2 months old bike and ridden almost 1500 kilometers. So immediate major difference compared to my GT650 and the Interceptor is the seating position. GT is a cafe racer style motorcycle, so GT has a clip-on style handlebar and a rear set foot pegs. So that bike is totally aggressive stance, riding position. And this Interceptor is a roadster kind of a motorcycle, so you get a upright sitting position. The foot pegs are slightly forward set compared to GT. It is not completely forward set like the cruiser style of a motorcycle. No, this has a rear set foot pegs, but it's not like the GT's aggressive rear set. This is slightly on the forward set compared to GT. The rider's triangle on GT is perfect triangle. The tailbone and your foot pegs are parallel. So it is not like behind or front. It is not like that. Everything is in sync in GT. So it is very aggressive motorcycle. Compared to that, Interceptor is upright and relaxed. Yet the seating position on the Interceptor is not fully upright. You get a commanding seating position here. You tend to lean slightly. It is not like completely upright and relaxed. You slightly lean inclined towards the handlebar. It has a nice commanding sitting position. It's a nice comfort oriented sitting position. And talking about the second major difference compared to GT 650 and the Interceptor is not just everything. I'm mainly concentrating on this alloy wheels because Royal Enfield just launched the alloy wheels variant, both the GT and the Interceptor on the same day. So both get the same 18-inch rims. My GT also has the same 18-inch rim, and the Interceptor also gets the same 18-inch rim. Yet GT gets a Vredestein tire, Vredestein Century STs, which are amazing, dude. Even on the dry surfaces or the wet, it is just beautiful. The grip is crazy. Okay, but on the Interceptor you get a C8 tire, which is good on the dry surfaces. Dry city rides or dry highway rides, good. Not great. It is good. But during the rain, wet conditions, man, it loses traction like crazy, dude. You can't confidently corner. I'm not talking about corner like properly. No, I'm just talking, slight curve. It slips like crazy, dude. It loses traction very easily compared to the Vredestein Centuro STs. But yeah, it is okay for a price point. But I don't think so. What is the cost cutting they have done? Because I do remember, GT and the Interceptor used to get the Pirelli tires, and then they, due to some cost cutting, they went to Vredesteins and Seats, and the price of the vehicle got higher. I don't know what they did, but yeah. And next major personal difference, what I feel is, Interceptor gets a pretty light handlebar, man. It rides very easily. It is not stiff. I kind of feel GT's handlebar are slightly on the tighter side. It doesn't feel light. Interceptor's handlebar are pretty light. It is easy to maneuver inside the city traffic, or it's very light. It doesn't feel heavy, but on the other hand, my GT feels slightly heavier. I guess it's just because of the handlebars. Not sure. Interceptor's handling is really great. It is very easy to maneuver. You don't feel that 220 kgs of weight, man. It ride like butter. I really like this bike. And the torque you feel on this is higher than a GT, because in GT, right, you are sitting aggressively and all your upper body weight is on your wrist, right? So the torque you don't feel. So here on the Interceptor, you sit upright and upper body weight doesn't fall on your wrist or shoulders, right? So the bike torque, right, you can actually feel that pick up. It slightly pushes you back. So that I kind of like that. So on the GT, you don't feel the torque that much, but on the Interceptor, you can actually feel the torque much easier. You can feel the torque much better. But one more thing, boys, my GT, if you sit, it feels low to the ground. I don't know why, but once you sit on the Interceptor, it is like you're sitting somewhere slightly taller, but both the frame, wheels, everything is same. I think just because of the handlebar, it kind of makes you feel like you're sitting somewhere higher. It kind of feels like a big bike to me, the Interceptor. GT feels a little bit compact and it's like a rocket. You sit in and just vanish. See, it is easy to drive. It goes like butter. You can just slice the traffic. But someone who's coming from a lightweight motorcycle will feel slightly difficult. Once you are experienced, well, with the heavier motorcycle, you can drive it like this. It's a fun motorcycle, man, Interceptor. I tell you. It just glides. Gear shifting is smooth. Just, the Japanese, I heard that, the 650s, both the Interceptor, GT and other 650s, the gearbox is from Japan. The Japanese butter. It is very smooth, the gearbox on both the motorcycles, but the downshift on the Interceptor slightly feels clunkier, slightly is kind of hard, not like the GT. The new 2025 Interceptor gets a revised exhaust. You know, the stock exhaust sound is actually good. It is not like the 2023 2024 Interceptor and the GT. The 2025 Interceptor's exhaust note is very nice throatier exhaust, you know, nice choppier exhaust. I really like them. Nice beautiful road. This is one of my favorite road, man. You know, old airport road. This is the old airport right to my right next to me. So this is the old airport. Now it is the LCA Tejas' manufacturing division. So they manufacture it here, they test it out here. See, LCA Tejas division it's called as. Nice fun bike, Interceptor. There is not much of a major difference compared to Interceptor and the GT, because the frame, the wheels, suspension, everything is being shared. Only thing, the seating position, if you ask me, major difference. Other than that, the weight, how it rides, everything is similar. There's not much of a difference you feel compared to both of these motorcycles. So if you ask me which one would I prefer to take, so my personal choice would always be the GT650, no matter what. I don't care people saying that, you know, it is a aggressive motorcycle, you will have shoulder pain, back pain. I've not faced any such back pain issues with Shadow till now. I've been enjoying the ride with that, and I would still pick the GT. I'm really... Wow, what is that? Oh, 10R. Wow. I would, you know, go with the aggressive stance rather than a comfort riding position. That is my personal choice. But yes, Interceptor, people who are planning to get it, go for it. I would blindly suggest you to go with it. But one more thing, make sure you are going with the alloy wheels, because you get a tubeless tire option, so there is not much of a issue with the punctures. You know, if you face to have a puncture, you can say drive and just, you know, go to your nearest puncture shop or something like that and just get it fixed, rather than, you know, calling the RSA support and stuff. I would still recommend you to go the alloy wheels, as you don't have wobbling at any speed. Bike kind of rides stiff and bike kind of feels confident. So I think that's about it. So if you have any kind of a question or a doubt compared to GT and the Interceptor, please write it down in the comment section so I can clarify it on the next video, or I can reply it to you directly. And that's about it. Do follow me on Instagram, boys. I keep posting reels, photography and other stuff. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe, man. It really motivates me a lot. So that's about it. Ride safe. I'll see you guys in another one. Until then, tada, bye bye.